wetin dey even dey happen for Nigeria sef? Insecurity everywhere. Even the hometown of Atiku go Adamawa state, all of them don run comot for their house. They don run enter scatter because of wetin happen for night, wey be say Boko Haram and Fulani they enter, they parade the whole town. Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey happen? All right, my people, you are welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet all of you according to una time. Abeg, if today na the first time wey be say you dey waka dey jam this channel, abeg make you no fail to hit the subscribe button, put on the notification bell so that you go dey get more update from this channel. And to all my returning subscribers, I appreciate all of una. So now they come back, come dey watch my video. May God richly bless you all. Abeg, Nigeria, wetin dey happen? Our leaders, time never reach wey be say una take do something concerning this insecurity for Nigeria. Abuna want me everybody me finish. You go come remain una wey be only, you go come remain only the leaders. Now now start to dey do something. All right, my people, make una watch the video below. I will be right back.
You can see how empty Garkida is due to the Boko Haram that they are advancing towards Garkida. Now you can see people hiding themselves in the mountain, running for their dear life for safety, seeking for a cliff. You can see this is my wife, mother-in-law. She's trying to go down, advancing. You can see us and my family. These are my family here. You can see that is Comfort, Dina, and Jethro, my wife. We are all hiding on the, trying to run for safety. People are running helter-skelter for the country. But we thank God no life is lost. You can see these are people. Men, women, old men, children, hiding inside the mountain in a cliff. God will help his people. Though it's not easy, but we believe God will do his will in our lives. And we'll pray this will come to a perfect end. Indeed, we have a story to tell. It's going to be once upon a time. Put us into your prayers. Honestly, it's not easy. The Air Force have tried their best. There have been bombardment over an hour. The army have been repelling them. Gunshot, loud, but God is in control.
Talking about national security, I must say he was speaking in many respects in a contradictory way. For example, he was very hesitant to qualify the performance of the government, which to me, it has been very poor. The performance of President Muhammad Buhari on security, very, very poor. Because where you hear a state where governors are forced to, like the eminent and governor I respect of Borno, calling for mercenaries, where then it's only banana republics that call for mercenaries. A state cannot be calling for mercenaries. So it's indicative of how bad the situation is, to the point that the governor doesn't have as much trust to the, of the state apparatus and wants mercenaries to be used. And in effect, this is corroborated, even though Governor Abdullahi didn't want to, Abdullahi didn't want to say it. What the Financial Times said is completely on point. We are in a failed state. Also, where the governor was trying to try to dodge the issue, the eminent Sultan of Sokoto has come out to state clearly. I'm sure Governor Abdullahi cannot compete in authority with the Sultan in his own domain. The situation is very bad. Then the elders, Northern Elders Forum, what they are saying is correct. And I think people like Governor Abdullahi Sule, who a well-read man and a gentleman, there should be much more people who should be advising the president and not misleading him by giving confusing signals. Because the president is not doing well on security.
When you say the president is not doing well, does this tie to the political will, which was referenced in that statement by the CNG, or just generally speaking?
Political will, sincerity of purpose. And then thirdly, competence. Now, fourthly, the president is failing in using, you see what General Gowon did when he faced the civil war. He made up for his shortcomings by inviting other wise people to join his cabinet to advise, that is Chief Awolowo and Enahoro. And of course, the British at the background. They were the game changers. People do not give credit to the role Enahoro played and Awolowo made in the financial management, especially, I give you an example, in changing the naira, the pound, the money. This was strategic. This present administration has no, what I would call, grand strategy, that is political economic strategy, how to fight the war. The reliance is solely on a conventional forces. You can't do that in the kind of war which is being driven by non-state armed forces.
Yeah.
So there's a lack of, the seventh governor who asked the president, he cannot himself tell us what is this government's military strategy, not to talk of the grand strategy of running this war. There's none.
So are you supportive of the mercenaries idea?
Sorry?
Are you in support of the mercenaries idea?
First of all, the way I answer this, or the way any humble military man, a strategist will answer, is that first, you have to, you see, when you have a cart, someone with a horse, you have a chariot, you have the horses in front who pull, you have the person holding the rein, and then you have the owner. The president is the owner. He tells the man, the chariot or whatever, how to pull, and the horses follow. Where we now have, the horses are the one pulling and finding direction. The reason is this. Those who execute policies, that is the Chief of Air Force Staff, Chief of Army Staff, are the ones driving the show. It shouldn't be the case.
Well, the president is commander-in-chief.
The president is commander-in-chief, but he's not driving the show. Because the evidence of driving the show, have you ever heard the president coming up with any strategic direction?
Should that be something he comes out with or something that happens behind the scenes?
No, he comes out with. See, this is don't. You see, that's the mistake. All this mystification, the strategy, the grand strategy of running a war has to be clear.
What about the national security strategy? One was released last year.
What is it?
The national security strategy.
Yeah, what is it?
Have you seen it?
No, I'm asking.
Well, it contains the idea of this government regarding the insecurity challenges.
No,
it was released last year.
What it contains is actions that will be taken. That's not a strategy. A strategy is, first of all, like I said, General Gowon example was, General Gowon, in merely civil war, he started with police action. Strategy was police action. Later, he elevated it to military action. And in that action, the strategy was clear. The strategy was, first of all, he got in the civilian arm, the soft, what you may call soft power, to do their work, and he also relied on the military arm. In our case, in this war, the war against non-state actors is much more complicated. That is, you require both the soft power, that is, you also require the conventional which they are relying on, but more than that, what is lacking it is the unconventional, the mainstream. That is what Governor Zulum has been asking for. That if you armed his civil, the government is to arm and train his civil joint task force better, they will do a better action than the conventional, because the conventional are not really oriented and trained to deal with unconventional forces. So we are wrong on the grand strategy. We are wrong on the military strategy. What we see is actions. That is, the horses are pulling left and right. The Air Force is pulling this way. The Army is pulling that way. The intelligence is pulling that way.
That's an interesting analogy. But we've run out of time, Colonel.